Well everyone, here we are again, another new video from Bethesda advertising Fallout 76, but this time it's not a Vault-Tec video, but the official in-game intro. What's it about and what does it tell us, I hear you ask? Well, honestly, not a great deal. There is one big announcement at the end of the video with regards to the beta or break it early test access, but aside from this, there's not a great deal to learn. Let me play you the trailer now, so when I break it down in a couple of minutes time, you'll know what I'm talking about.
War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
So the video opens on a speech being broadcast on live television with a man, presumably a representative of West Virginia or Vault-Tec, saying that classic Fallout line we all know so well: war. War never changes. We then start getting a glimpse inside Vault 76, but even this doesn't reveal anything further to what we've already seen in previous videos. The only main things that caught my eye were a Vault Boy bobblehead, some magazines, which may obviously suggest that comics like Grognak the Barbarian and reading materials like Hot Rodder may exist in this game, and a Nuka-Cola Cappy and Bottle figurine. Nothing too out of the ordinary at this point. We then see some pre-war scenes of soldiers being escorted by tanks, with some equipped with laser rifles and T-51 power armor. The voice we hear playing in the background of the video then talks a little about Fallout 76 being constructed 300 years after their nation began. For those that don't know, this is a clear reference to the Declaration of Independence being signed by US Congress on July 4th, 1776. According to Fallout's alternate timeline to our own, Vault 76 was completed on the tricentennial date of July 4th, 2076. This would have meant that construction of the vault finished a year and 3 months before the Great War began. Again though, this is all information we know, and you can find the full list of events in the Fallout universe listed online. We do get verbal confirmation that the inhabitants of Vault 76 would be America's best and brightest in order to rebuild the world if institutions and technology were to be lost to nuclear fire. This is something that was hinted at by many when we hear the speech, which has been used in a number of promotional videos now, for when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. We also know that from researching Vault 76 that it was a control vault, a vault that was constructed with the true purpose of housing and protecting individuals from the effects of nuclear radiation, and not for other more sinister experimental reasons. After all of this, what we see becomes far more cinematic. Scenes of people celebrating the tricentennial year, being taught about how to use BritBoys and the camp system, and an interesting glimpse of a terminal with an overseer's directive message broadcast displayed on its screen. This presumably has something to do with the message informing people that they can now leave the vault. Finally though, the video comes to a close with the very inspirational quote, "In Vault 76, our future begins." After this, we finally get some exciting news, a confirmed date of when we will get to play the beta. Well, actually, if you play PlayStation, don't get too excited because we don't get a date. But hey, if you play Xbox, congratulations, you lucky bunch of... Bethesda have finally revealed that Xbox players will be able to get hands-on with the beta come October 23rd. As previously mentioned, if you don't play Xbox, well, join the club. We will have to wait a little longer for a release date to be confirmed. This decision obviously has a lot to do with how close Bethesda are with Microsoft and Xbox versus that of Sony and PlayStation. Bethesda have been more than vocal in the past about how Sony has made it difficult for them to provide new content to PlayStation players, in particular, support for the modding of Fallout 4. I can truly understand then why Xbox players can get their hands on the beta before us, but that doesn't make it any less frustrating, especially when you are one of the people who has pre-ordered the game, and in particular the Tricentennial Edition, which obviously costs a lot of money. It's frustrating to me that players on all platforms can't just play the beta at the same time, but this is Bethesda's way of being loyal to Microsoft and thanking them for their support over the years. It still annoys me though, as in my opinion this is a Bethesda product, not a Sony or Microsoft product, and therefore Bethesda shouldn't have to be loyal to anyone but themselves. But hey, that's how the world works. Well everyone, that wraps up this breakdown. I really do enjoy doing these, so hopefully Bethesda will keep these trailers and Vault-Tec videos coming. Do be sure to leave us a like on the video if you're looking forward to Fallout 76, subscribe to see more Fallout content in the future, and we'll see you in the next one.